Hey, what's going on, guys? I'm about to show you something. See this? This is a bus bar from CFMoto. Plugs right into the factory harness. I don't know why it doesn't come with this from the factory, but it gives you a hot, a ground, and a key on hot. So any accessories you want to install, they're right to that. Key on hot, ground. That's about as easy as it can get. And it plugs in right there, right under the hood, factory connector, ready to go. I noticed when I was looking for a key on hot, I couldn't find one, and then I checked that, and that one was, and so I was like, okay. And I put a picture of that in ChatGPT to ask what the connector was for, and that's what it's for. You buy this from CFMoto for $40. Take out these little pins, and it plugs right in. I believe it goes just like that. I mean, it doesn't get any easier than that. So I'm sure there's a reason they don't supply that from the factory. But it comes with the hardware, and then I got a little relay kit off Amazon. It's right here. So it comes with your relay, fused connectors, so that'll go right to that, and then got a wire to the switch and to the output, or to the speaker. In this case, it'll be the speaker, lights, whatever it may be. In your case, I don't plan on doing like a light bar or pod lights or anything in the near future, so I'm using that. If I was going to do any more accessories, I'll spend. I think they're like $40, and you can buy a relay box that's fused. If you're going to add up a bunch of stuff, if you knew right off the bat you're going to do that, that's the route I would go. But for the time being, I'm just going to do this. It was $11, and so we're just going to kind of show you the wiring, but that keeps it super simple. That makes life very easy. So we're going to plug this in real quick, and then we are going to run the wire. I already put the switch in. I'll show you how to do that. That's super simple also. So let's get this in, and then I'll show you the rest. And real quick, we're going to pull out these little brown covers. I'm just using a pick. Stick it in there, twist it. Don't stab yourself. Pull it out, just like that. Boom. Alright, got these little clips with the threads on them. One there. Right there. Pull this off. Out. You just lift that little white tab. That's what's holding that on there. Get that out of there. And this just plugs right in. Or it should. See. So this actually comes off. So I was confused. So that comes off. I don't know if that's just for maybe different style plugs or what. That plugs right in there. But put this back on this clip where it came. So right back on that factory clip. That's going in there. And then just remember, actually. Remember, one of these is hot right now, so be careful not to spark it. And those are 10 millimeters. Alright, so we got her in there. So this is our battery hot. Got 12 volts. That's our ground. And then that's our accessory, and that's off. Turn the key on. 12 volts. 12. And that's ground. Okay, also it comes with this terminal cap, which I forgot, so it goes right behind there. Just slides right on there. Oh, sorry. Slides right on there. And covers it up nicely. Nice, like it's from the factory. Also, wait till you have it installed before you plug that in, just because that is 12 volts hot, so it could spark, blow a fuse, whatever. Alright, so let's wire up. So this is the relay harness I got. So we'll just plug those right in. I'm gonna probably cut those off and do smaller ones. And then we'll situate the relay. This wire goes right into the dash to the switch, and then these will go to the speaker whenever we do install it. And let's come over here. Show you how to do this. So this just pops right up. And then just get your fingers under there. Bam, 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 bam. It comes right out. It is tight. But if you look back here, let's see what's back here. So I got the switch right there that I installed, and then you have a factory plug here and a factory plug here, and that's for the work mode. The middle one's for work mode, normal mode. I think these are for turn signals or blinkers or a horn. I have to look that up though, because that's one thing I've noticed is there's a bunch of factory stuff that you can add. Like a horn is pretty simple to add to this, so I might do that. And then this plug, the pop out or whatever, you just push straight from the back and that pops right out. So I just push it in. I'm gonna figure out what these are though, because I might add the turn signals and the or hazard. Maybe that's what it is. So I gotta look into that. I definitely want to add the horn too, because that should be nice to have. So, but that's it. And then so there's our wire. So I just gotta connect that. I gotta figure out where I'm gonna go through, and then we'll come back. Shrink. These are not the best connectors, but that's what I got. So now we got to mount this. You might just do that's the winch controller. I think I'll just do it right off of that, and then all I have to do is run these two wires through the cab. And the only spot I really saw to go was right there where the factory wiring harness goes in that grommet. You can see it right there. This is just the winch controller. Snug down, get that off the brakes. The brake was far. Alright, so for these two wires, what I did was I unwrapped some of the electrical tape on this grommet. You can feel it where it separates, and then I took my pick and I poked a hole and just went right on the side of it. And I'm going to run those two wires straight through there, and then I'm just going to rewire or electrical tape it right through here. So I'm going to clean this up a little bit, and then I'm going to come back to you. Alright, so we got both wires run right through that grommet. I'm going to zip tie them. I just came up above the shock tower right up there. Super easy. That's the way to do it. I did cut off the connectors on the power wire because I have to make it longer anyways to make that go through easier. So I'm going to zip tie it up and then electrical tape it up. And that's it. Oh no, we got to connect the switch. I'll show you the... See our wires in here. There's our switch wire, easy peasy, just like that, and then we'll zip tie. We'll get all this obviously zip tied up there, and then this will get ran. I'm not sure how I'm gonna run that yet. I gotta figure that out because I don't know which side the power for the sound bar is gonna be on. I think it's on this side, so we'll want that to be clean. But anyways, that's it. Obviously that applies to any sort of electrical you're going to do on one of these. that's 100% the way to go. So get your bus bar and wire it up that way. Definitely do relay, a fused relay, and yeah, I'll put a link to everything, and then I'll put a link to the relay bar I'll use if I start adding more stuff like light bars, pods, anything else. So cool. But thanks for watching. We'll be back in a week with the soundbar. Cheers.